Welcome to the second video of our series where we're going to tackle the biggest question I get asked about plan of plans. Right when you create your new plan of plans, you get a dialog that asks, do you want roll up or do you want mirror? We've even put some text in there to try to make it more clear, but guys, words are hard, y'all. So we're making this video to hopefully clear the whole thing up and empower you to make the choice that's right for you, your situation, and your organization. Without further ado, let's go play with some toys and figure this whole thing out. Man, we just upped the budget, 2 cameras. It's gonna be exciting. So what we have here on the table is a graphic representation of what our reporting structure looks like. For reference, we're gonna be using Legos to look at our types. So we have initiatives being these big things, the things that they break into are capabilities, and then features, and then we'll be distributing them amongst the team. I'm gonna put that there, hopefully you can see it. So here was our hierarchy. We have our CEO here, Optimus, the benevolent. Down here we have our VPs, this adorable golem. And then our RTs are these explorers ready to go off into the unknown. And these guys down here are our teams. Okay, so in all cases, we're taking features and we're giving them to the teams. This is nothing new, right? This is what we do anyway. Give those to the teams. But now we got to talk about how we report. Perhaps this matches what we've got in our organizational hierarchy. So we're really talking about reporting about this work up through the hierarchy. So when we take our capabilities now and distribute them, we might assign them up here at this level. That matches where the RTs have their view and their responsibilities. We're going to talk about plan of plans. Where would that exist? So we obviously know that release plans always encompass a list of teams. But here we got 2 delivery trains, one under the blue RT, one under the purple, and we want to report on this together in a plan of plans. So we would create our plan of plans right here, above, at a node that is an ancestor to everything else. It all funnels up. And our plan of plans is going to be focused on the capabilities. So in our plan of plans, we would see these 2 release trains represented with their capabilities. Underneath, we would have our individual release plans for these 3 teams. The teams would be in those plans, and it would roll up. So we're rolling up in the artifact types. We're also rolling up our hierarchy. Now, what happens if you do not have this? And instead, your release trains, your delivery streams don't match the hierarchy. Well, for an example, what if this orange team and this black team, that's your delivery stream. So now you're not utilizing the hierarchy anymore. What do? Well, you take your capabilities, and instead of assigning them here, we assign them directly to the teams. So orange and black have capabilities as well. This is when you would choose a mirror plan. Now what's the difference? Well, you're still going to roll up your types. That is still going to happen, but you're no longer rolling up a hierarchy. This means that in your plan of plans, which now you can create anywhere because you are no longer restricted to the hierarchy because we're not rolling up a hierarchy, you can put it wherever you want. So here. Now in your plan of plans, you're still going to have capabilities, but they're going to be teams with capabilities, and then you're going to have a release plan that will also have the same teams within it. So now let's go look at it in the tool, and you'll see it there as well. And hopefully between one of these 2 depictions, it'll make sense. Here is a roll-up. You can see that my projects are all at the delivery stream level. If we look at my organizational hierarchy here, you can see I've got my regions, I've got my geographies and my teams. And so I've made the project, the plan here at the top level, my Acme Global Systems level. And then I've just added my geographies because that is where my big rocks are going to be reported for. When I look at the plans that have attached and I open one of those up, you're going to see that the projects inside of here are actual teams that are underneath the Australia geography. These are the teams doing the work. They're in my release plan. But as you saw, they roll up both in the hierarchy and the item type up to these geographies, these higher level projects. This is the roll-up. When we contrast that with mirror, you will see that the projects in my mirror plan are actual teams. And what I've done is I've assigned the big rocks or capabilities to actual teams. And these teams are from all over in my hierarchy. And in this case, you're not going to have any restrictions. So the roll-up, again, has restrictions that it has to follow the organizational hierarchy. Not so with the mirror plans. And when we go and look at the by release, the capacity plans, you'll notice you only have one for each quarter or for each release. And inside of these, you're going to have pretty much the same projects listed. And now they've got the features assigned to them. So one reason we call it mirror is that the projects that are in your parent mirrors what's in your individual release plans. We also do keep this in sync. So if I were to add a new project to this release plan here, you'll notice if I add team 1, it wasn't there. Now it is. If I go to my parent plan, you're also going to see team 1. So everything that's in the parent plan is in at least one of those release plans. It doesn't have to be an exact match, but this has to be a superset of everything that's showing up in capacity plans. So I really hope that demystified this a little bit for you. Once you see it in practice, I feel like it's a little easier to get the difference than in a block of text. And like I started this whole thing, words are hard, but now that you've seen it, I hope that you're empowered to go back into your organization and pick the right model for what you're trying to do.